Namaskar, everyone. Welcome to our healing circle today. And thank you for adding your light to our group energies this afternoon. For today's program, I will be happy to guide you through the first segment with some nice tapping and meridian stretching exercises. I'm Prema Devi. And then Krishna Priya will be guiding you through the second segment through nice flow energy practices. And of course, a nice recorded meditation with Gurudev will follow at the end. So before we begin, I just would like to invite you to a short centering, so you can gently close your eyes if it's safe to do so. And just allow your whole body to relax. Here we want to let all the stresses of the day to go away. We want to have the mindset, the intention of tapping into that infinite, pure essence of our being, where peace, wisdom, love, and vitality are ever present. If you notice any thoughts in the mind, just breathe them away with every exhale. If there are any uncomfortable emotions, you can also breathe them away. And if there are any physical discomforts in the body, breathe into that area and imagine that in the exhale, the discomfort is leaving your body. Allow the breath to flow gently and slowly. Breathing in deeply, breathing out fully. And here we want to bring the attention in our emotional space, the heart area. Let's unite as one heart, feeling so much gratitude for this space, the healing energies that will be helping us to replenish at every level. Gratitude for having a living master guiding us in this path of self-transformation, surrounding us with his love, with his compassion and kindness, with his wisdom. And open your heart to each other, to all those who are joining us today in the Zoom, YouTube, Facebook, in our collective energies as we empower each other, creating a powerful space to heal, to recharge. And now you can gently engage a gross breath. I know for some of you it's a little bit late tonight, so we want you to feel more vital by breathing into the belly as you expand in the inhale and contracting the belly in the exhale. Allow yourself to listen to your own breath. Fill your whole body with oxygen and prana. Prana is life, vital force, energy. Enjoy the fact of breathing and notice how it recharges your whole being. Focus on any area that you feel needs your attention at this moment to feel balanced physically, emotionally, and mentally. And as we continue to open ourselves fully, let's close our centering with a chant of one Om. We breathe out together through the mouth. And breathing in to chant. Om, peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much, everyone. So now, let's get into our physical practices. Here we can use tapping for those who haven't done it yet with us. We use tapping as a way to unblock energies in our meridian system, in our subtle anatomy. And here we want to, again, release any stagnations, any unwanted energies, but also recharge our body with fresh prana, with fresh oxygen and energy, activating the energy flow, the blood circulation, and that will help us feel much more vital and ready to receive all the healing energies from the practices and, of course, the meditation as well. So I would like to invite you to stand if possible. If not, you can also do the tapping while sitting. So let's begin with the dungeon tapping. The dungeon is this point just 2 inches below the navel, right below your belly button. And here is where we can recharge the body with prana. By focusing on this area, again, we're bringing the mind into the body. So again, it helps us to feel much more vital, energized, and happy, as this is a very fun practice that helps us also relax the body, detox the body of any tensions that we can accumulate in the whole abdominal area, allowing us to breathe even deeper. So here again, we want to do the tapping while counting. Counting is very important as it also helps us to synchronize the breath with the movement. So we can start with 50. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. You can count in your own language. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. Nice. And now we give it a nice rub. Notice how it feels now, the energies after tapping, how the abdominal area feels. And even your mood, notice if it makes you feel more vital and a little bit perhaps more joyous, happier. So now we're going to do the intestine exercises. These are breathing exercises that are quite deep. So if you have high blood pressure or you are pregnant, you can continue to do the regular slow breaths. But if not, I can engage you in this activity by breathing in and bringing the belly in. So here we're doing reverse breathing. We breathe in, bringing the belly in and slightly up, and we release in the exhale. Let's do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. Very nice. And again, a nice massage. And now we can do our whole body tapping, starting with our left lung. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now bringing your left palm up and tapping all along the side of your arm and clapping. And here you want to bring a beautiful smile into the face. Nice. And now bringing the palm down and coming back to shoulder and armpit. Here we're covering basically all the meridian channels along the body. And now lefting to the right. Here we want to bend and tap all along the side of your left ribs. Coming back to center and release. And now we do it with the other side, with your right lung. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And bringing your right palm up. Tapping, clapping, and smiling. Coming back to shoulder. And your armpit. Bending to the left. Coming back to center, and we release. Now we gently push our hips back, keeping the spine as straight as possible, and bringing the palms on your kidneys. And now we tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And going all the way down through the back of your legs. You can gently bend your knees, tapping your insteps, coming up through the front of the legs, and going down sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up, inwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And hips. Great, all along the hips. For those who sit a lot, this is a great way to release all those stagnant energies. And now coming back to the belly area with one palm up and one down. Nice. And to the sides. Here we're going to cover the liver, the stomach as well. And coming up to the chest. One arm up and one down. Nice. And here to release also any emotional stagnation, any emotions that we don't want, we can use the sound. You can say it louder. Ah, and you can do it faster. Ah, and release. Very nice. And now just notice how the body feels. Notice if you feel a little bit more energized, more alive in the body. Every cell has been awakened with all the tapping. So now we can gently interlock our fingers as we breathe into chest and breathing out, turning palms up towards the ceiling and really stretch as high as you can. Feel that you are touching the ceiling. Here we want to strengthen the spine, to stretch it as much as you can. Breathe in as you expand the belly. And in the exhale, here we want to turn to the left. Breathe in, out. Keep stretching up, in, out, in, and out. We come back to center, breathing in and breathing out, turning to the right. In, out, in, out, in, and out. Coming back to center, and we release. Now we interlock once more. We breathe into chest. We breathe out right in front, stretching the arms, bending the knees slightly. And as you breathe into center, exhale by turning to the left. And here we want to do a bouncing movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming back to center, we breathe in, and in the exhale, we turn to the right and bouncing back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we come back to center and release. Now here we want to bring the left palm right on our belly, and the right one, we lift it up and shake. Here we want to shake our whole hand, all our fingers. And here we're working with the liver meridian. So we can say hello to our liver. And we can also say, I love you, my liver. We can send lots of love to our organs. And as we keep shaking, we can bend to the left side and keep shaking. And here we do our nice circles. 1, 2, and 3. We come back to center and switch palms. Now the left one comes up. We shake. And now here we work with the stomach. You can say hello to our stomach. And also, I love you, my stomach. Bending to the right as you keep shaking. Feel the nice stretch on the left side. And now we do our circles. 1, 2, and 3. Coming back to center and release. Now we can bring our feet together. Bring the palms right on your dantian. You can close your eyes for a few seconds. Notice how your body feels. Notice if it's feeling a little bit more vital. Any energy sensations like tingling, heat. You feel more relaxed, more joyful, more awake. And as you release your palms, let's lift them up. And imagine here that you are holding an energy ball right between your palms. And from this energy ball, there is light coming down into your head, your chest, and your belly. You can close your eyes as you visualize light, energy coming down into your brain, your heart, and your dungeon. Your brain, your heart, and your dungeon. And as you keep holding this energy ball, you can gently open your eyes and find a spot right in front of you on the floor where you can fix your sight, lifting the heels up slightly, and here we can count up to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Releasing heels and arms and placing your palms right on your kidneys. Bending forward. Here we want to push our hips forward. Looking towards the sky. Breathing through the nose and breathing out through your mouth. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, and one more. Coming back to center, and slide. Here we want to sweep the palms right behind our legs, releasing your palms and arms and gently swinging from side to side. Breathing in and breathing out. Gently bending the knees as you come up. And here I want to thank you all for participating in this segment. And now Krishna Priya will guide you through the next practices. Namaskar.
Namaskar everyone, and a very warm welcome from myself for this segment that we are going to do it together. Also a joy to see you on the Zoom and participate with us in the exercises, and also knowing that you are following after that. So thank you, Prema Devi, for warming up, creating such a balanced and harmonizing field distressing the physical body, using exercises for this, also using slow motions to be able to bring the mind into the body, to create visualizations, to create intentions, because today Guruji in his meditation in the healing that will follow after this segment, he will have a very powerful, inspiring talk followed by meditation using the soul powers. So hopefully in this segment as well, I will remind about some of these soul powers, quantum powers for healing and also for transformation. And then you're going to integrate in the practices. And after that, Guruji will take you further and deeper into internalizing them. So needless to say, let's start the segment. I'm inviting you to stand up if it's possible. We are going to continue the movement, the power of the movement, power of the breath. And we start with the breath. Premadevi already uses some breath exercises, especially for bringing you down into the lower dantian, which is excellent when we want to bring the energy of the mind, energy of the two emotions into the body. So that was excellent perform. I'm going a bit to make you more aware, paying more attention to this diaphragmatic breathing, that it's extremely important, especially for the body and integration of the mind emotion into the healing process. So please place your palms on the navel area. And here we're going to breathe in and expand the belly as much as possible and breathe out through the mouth and push the belly towards the spine. Breathe in, expand as much as possible, and breathe out through the spine. Let's use the power of intention to breathe only in the navel area without using so much chest breathing. Here we have the power to retrain the patterns of the breath, to reprogram from the chest breathing to diaphragmatic breathing. You can slowly bend when you breathe out if you really want to lower the breath and the energy into the navel. Breathe in, expand and open. Breathe out. Breathe in again. In the navel only. You can visualize prana moving in and out like a balloon in the belly, in the navel. You can also visualize fire starting churning in your navel. You can breathe out through the mouth or through the nose, however you want. Condensing the energy when you breathe out, expanding, gathering. And relax. Take a moment to observe the pranas in the body right now. As we wanted to bring the energies from the head, from the mental space, from the emotional space more into the body, you might feel more grounded. Premadevi also uses exercises for grounding, using the legs, the feet. And you might feel more fire in the navel area. Now we're going to use the spinal cord breathing. We want to pump up the energies through the brain. During the day, sometimes we deplete the brain energy through too much thinking, too many emotions. So just using the spinal breathing, we're going to generate these pumps. We have a sacrum pump that we're going to use, tilting here, and also we have a cervical pump. So we take it just simple through the cleansing breath, keeping your hands in front. You know these breathing exercises of the cleansing breath from pranayama, our sessions, but we're going to use also the spine, the movement of the spine. Here we're going to breathe out to the mouth, tilting the tailbone to the nose, the sacrum to the nose, and breathe in, expand and open the chest. Complete breath. Breathe out slowly. As you start tilting and create that spinal pump, the sacrum pump, take a pause and breathe in again, deep breath, starting from the belly, chest and upper chest. And breathe out. You continue visualizing your spine and these pumps using the power of visualization. When we breathe in, we lengthen the spine and open the chest, and we bend the head to the back, creating this also brain pump here, cervical pump. When we breathe out, we take the fetus posture, as in the mother womb, to create that sacrum pump. Breathe in again, and breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now here, bring the chin to the chest as much as possible, lowering the head as much as possible. And when you breathe in, again you open, you raise up, open the belly, open the chest. And the head goes towards the back of the spine. One more. And in. Breathe out normally now. We regulate the breath using the hands movement. Breathe in. Slowly. And breathe out in front of the body. Breathe in again. Breathe out in front of the body. Let's hold the palms on the lower dantian for a moment. Those of you that I don't see your legs position, you can keep the shoulder widths apart, legs position, slowly dropping the tailbone, lengthening slowly the spine. And now observe after we did this sacrum pump and also the spine pump, the cervical pump, how you feel in your nervous system, how you feel in your body, if you feel more relaxed, more connected, more light, more subtle, more distressed. You can visualize also healing in all parts of your body where you know you need to be healed. Using the power of visualization, intention, and relax. Now we want to balance the two hemispheres of the brain, so we want to do alternate breathing from the yoga science. You all know these exercises very well. Just cover the right nostrils with a thumb, and then The next two fingers are going on the eyebrow, and you operate with the ring finger, opening and closing the nostril. When we're going to balance the hemispheres of the brain, we'll balance also these two opposite forces that operate within our being, that are based on duality, are based on time. So here we balance also prana and apana, the currents of energy. So think of balance, visualize balance, synchronization, harmony in the body and into the entire system. We start covering the right nostril. We're going to breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in through the left. Close the left nostril, open the right and breathe out through the right nostril. Long out breath. Take a short pause. Long in breath through the right nostril. Cover the right and breathe out through the left. Apana, and now breathe in, pana, up. Breathe out through the right. Short pause. Breathe in through the right. Energizing the opposite brain. Breathe out through the left. Complete out breath, long out breath. Short pause. Breathe deeply to the left. Hold. Close and release. Breathe out. Last one, breathe in. Close and release the opposite. Relax the hand. Breathe in and out normally. And observe if there is flow between the in-breath and out-breath. If there is circularity, harmonizing, one goes into the other, that means more balance in the inner space, more balance into the currents of the body, energy currents. And now we're going to use same principles in movement, in Tai Chi movement, or Qigong, circling hands with a Tai Chi ruler and the microcosmic orbit. It's an excellent practice. I will take you step by step through it. And it really requires that the mind is totally into what we're doing. And it's also in the physical body, but also in the energy body, in the energy system. So first, we're starting in the standing position with the hands in front of the body. And we want to create this Tai Chi ruler. It's using Tai Chi. It's a perfect distance between the palms. And we use these circling hands. Slowly bend your knees. We use these circling hands in front of these lateral lines of the body. And you imagine now that you have circles. You move the palms on these two circles, on these lateral lines. One circle here and one circle here. And the next element we use, that between the Laogong points of the palms, we have an energy ball. So actually, if you want, you can imagine you have a big ball between your palms that you are moving in, down, and upward. As you see, my hands always stays on these lateral lines of the body and are going on all points of the circle. Using circling hands, it relaxes the nervous system and also brings more energy into the microcosmic orbit that is already happening in our body. And you know, we're using also the meridians running up the spine and down in front of the body. So just get accustomed with this movement of the palms. Now we add another element here. I hope you all have the knees bent slowly. Now the element we are adding it's as we move the hands upward, we come slowly on our toes. And from here, from the middle part, when we go down, we go on the heels. The spine remains straight. We don't bend so much like this, as I see some of you. So just a slow movement from the toes when we come up and energy rise, and going to the heels when we go down. The head remains straight forward. Now, some of you, if you will want to visualize, also if you have the mind power, the intention, to visualize the orbit of the energy when we breathe in, it moving on the spine, and when we breathe out, it coming down in front of the body. Slow movement. Beyond the time, using the quantum power of the mind, visualization, intention. Mind it's positive in the present moment. And also if you want to use the quantum power of self-love and healing as you generate this, connecting lovingly with your body, with your cells. Now, as I see those of you that are on the Zoom with us, really into it, doing it slowly and very much with awareness, using the awareness power, conscious awareness. Let's add another element. I'm going to explain it just now when I come with the hands down. So here we're going to use this folding, this squat of the body. Using the squat, this folding and opening from these parts of the body, these are extremely beneficial for opening and closing the energies of the body. So again, we continue in the flow that we already generated. Here, so we close the inguinal points, and as we come up, we start opening. And as we open, the whole body opens. We open all the joints. We open everything that we would like to feel it's open, even the mind, the heart. And again, we continue with all elements, integrating and really in observing everything that we are doing it from that infinite space, infinite time. So if we want to add all the elements, slowly I'm going to repeat some of them. We come on the toes. As we raise up, slowly we lower the energy, we ground the energy coming on the heels. We visualize the orbit moving on the spine up. And down, when I come down. We also bring the breath awareness. Breathe in, coming up. Breathe out, coming down. There is no stop in the flow, one merge into the other. And also, we are balancing the yin energies with the yang energies in the body. Now we add another element here. The element I'm adding it is the Spinal C Curve. So when we squat, we also bring the tailbone to the nose and the nose to the tailbone. And when we come up, we lengthen the spine. Half of the spine goes up, the other half goes down. So we have complete stretch of the spine. Here, we bring the tailbone to the nose to the tailbone, and the middle back goes towards the back. So there is a complete opening in all the vertebrae of the body. Lengthening here. Bending and stretching the spaces between vertebrae as we bring down, and also to the back, pushing the middle part of the back to the back. Breathe in. Again, we have the power to still visualize and feel the energy ball between the palms, nourishing all parts of the body. And we slowly come to the end. So here, hold the energy ball. We do another one. Still hold the energy ball. And now we end with this, and with the energy ball in front of your body. Bring it wherever you think you need for the healing of your physical body, or for the nervous system, or for the endocrine system, or for the chakra energy system. They're all very related. So you bring in front of that part of the body that you have either an organ that needs more attention to be healed, either a chakra system, an energy system, anywhere that you feel you need to heal. Use that power of intention and visualize it's already healed in this present moment. And with this, if you want to just move a bit your legs from one side to the other, if you want to slowly just shake them slowly, we don't go too fast after these slow movements. We still want to have the spirit relax and in flow, in energy. Now I'm going to propose a little challenge for all of you, and that is the Uchi challenge, that we're going to stay for maybe 7-8 minutes in the Uchi stance. So, because it is absolutely one flows into the other and as benefits, I'm going to explain. Here, you have the feet shoulder width apart, bending the knees as much as when you look down, you still see your toes, dropping the perineum to the ground, opening the joints here. Under the glutes, you have a big ball. You sit on that ball. Some are using at the desk in these days not to strain their spine. So you sit on that ball. And here slowly we raise up the arms in front of the chest. You have another ball that your elbows rest on. So you have one ball that the glutes rest on, and one that the elbows rest on. So you don't need to hold your hands or the lower body. These balls, we're gonna hold it for you. Relax the shoulders. Now we're gonna lengthen the spine as much as we can, and then dropping the chin to the chest. So here we have at the lower back elongated at the back of the scalp. The front part of the body is relaxed. the palms facing the chest area. They are not dropped like that. They are in chi, supported by chi, by energy. Now, Uchi, normally, it's done for minimum half an hour, having the power of transformation. It's used in internal martial arts for cultivating more the strength, endurance, mind power, silence, inner dissolving. Of course, it needs a gradual practice, but it's extremely powerful in the healing process. So here we're going to use the willpower of the soul to really relax and hold the physical body in the energy body. How is the breath? Breath should be in the abdominal area. If it's too much in the chest, for those of us that are normally more emotional, mental being, we breathe with the intention into the navel area, into the lower dantian, bringing the spirit, bringing the energy down into the navel. If you want to check your alignment, just slowly, if you want to move from the toes to the heels and rest on the balls of the feet. Some of you might be too much like this, so come back, spine is erect, chest relax, lengthen the spine. And for those of you that wants to really generate healing in any part of the body, you can visualize, bring your mind power there, intention, and reprogram the energy of that part of the body together with the brain reprogramming, and already think and see that it's healed if you have any health challenge. You can keep your eyes closed or eyes open and look far away, gaze far away as you look in the whole universe. If you keep your eyes closed, make sure you're still aware of the physical body, the posture, energy. For those of you that wants to also continue the microcosmic orbit and the movement of the currents, the prana and apana, it's also very beneficial. From time to time, scan the entire body and relax, relax, relax. If you need to drop from the posture, please do not drop it immediately. Take it slowly, lower the arms slowly, and then the legs, so you can just lower the arms in front of the lower dantian or on the side of the body if you feel it's too much challenging for you now. Do it slowly. We are creating together a powerful field here on the Zoom, those of you that we can see each other, also those of you that are now on the Facebook and YouTube. We can feel that silent and focused power. And just feel supported by the field into the practices, as I feel in this moment. I feel the field, it's really supporting, sharing this and staying into the practice with you. If the minds become negative, any patterns are showing up, it's a great opportunity to rechange, to reprogram, to observe them. Again, it should not be a strain, a forceful one. If you feel to slowly come out of this Uchi stance, you can slowly lower the arms and keep them closer to the body. But come slowly. For those of you that are still in the Uchi, I'm with you here for the next couple of minutes. Using the mind power, the Manas chakra, to send energy, to visualize healing in the body. It's a great opportunity to observe the mind, observe the patterns, the energy patterns, the body habits, the breath habits in the Uchi stance, and not fight with it, but just allow it to happen in a field of powerful energy of transformation, and using the power of intention to create change. And for the last couple of seconds, slowly, now we come out from the posture, slowly lowering the hands. It's said that half of the time that we did in Uchi, half of the time should be in coming out of the Uchi. But we're not going to use half of the time, but slowly, slowly. And for those of you that really move slowly into the movement, you'll see that the energy field is still holding the hands. So lower the hands. Now bring the left foot towards the right one. Bring the arms at the lower back. And slowly rotate the hips in one direction. In the other direction. Thank you so much, everyone, for practicing together, creating that field that's supported in these slow movement practices. And now we're going to end with our healing box prayer. You may want to have your seats. And in that stillness that you are wrapped into after the practices, using the quantum power, the soul power, let's use our intention, generate also energies from the heart, from the thought, for those that are in need in this moment. Either you visualize them, either you visualize the entire field of the house or neighborhood or the entire universe in your mind. May all be awakened to the light. May all be supported to the light and by the forces of the healing and light, angels, guardians of lights, gurus, masters, the source energy. May there be harmony and peace everywhere, starting with us and spread in the entire world. Om, peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much, everyone. We're really in gratitude for your presence in the healing circles, continuous presence, because you are very much part of it. Now, Guruji will have his very powerful inspiration message and meditation. So if you want to have a notebook, a pen, I'm sure you're gonna get good insights, and be free to come back and re-listen to these talks. They have so much power. Namaskar everyone, and do enjoy the rest of the segment. Namaskar.
Namaskar, everyone, and welcome to the healing segment. And here we use the soul power to influence the body. Your body has cellular power. The cells, they have intelligence in the little beings. But you, the one who is inhabiting the body, you have quantum power. The power of thought is quantum power. The power of emotion is quantum power. The power of intention, it's quantum power. You have that. Through every thought, you direct this quantum energy in the field to wherever you put your attention. And wherever you generate emotions, whatever object that you generate emotions towards, you are actually bringing quantum power there. And your intention is willpower. We call it in the yoga, Ichha Shakti, the power of will. That's intention. And that generates power as well, just through your intention, your desire. And then you have the power of the mind. You have the visualizing power of the mind, and it works very well in the chakra we call Manas Chakra. That's a daydreaming chakra too. There you create all these things in your daydreams. So you have the power to visualize and create energy forms. Of course, we unconsciously create energy forms of fear and worry and disease, and we unconsciously create those. So we need to be very circumspect as to what patterns that we have created that are now monsters inside of us and take us over, because they hugely influence the physical body. Doesn't matter where you are along the scale of these things, you can slowly come back into management of it, and that is what is important. You can control, you can manage your energies, and that's what we have been teaching you, how to manage your energies. It calls for conscious awareness or conscious observation. It calls for really observing your power of intention, attention, thought, emotion. You need to observe that. And the effects that these have on your body. You must see when you are hyper in any way what happens to the body. And diseases that you have there potentially are exacerbated there in stress. And prolonged stress would definitely lead to chronic diseases. So you want to be very, very careful, and you want to be able to manage the inner space. And that's what this meditation is about. It's about learning to come into a center of observation where you can objectively observe without being caught, and where you can see the patterns that are created that are destructive, and you want to really observe them, and you want to create new patterns. When these patterns are destructive, they're already neural pathways inside of you. So the best thing to do is to create a new one. Create a new one and give this new one power. And this new one will eventually make the old one redundant or obsolete or useless. So that's where the reprogramming happens. And you can only do that in a field of conscious awareness, really observing what's happening and using the power of intention to recreate. And then you have this manas power inside of you to visualize. And you can use that power, that's the same daydreaming power, to create a new template And through intention, you can integrate that template into the body. And that's how the quantum process works. And if you generate the power of intention so powerfully that you can actually hold intention, it's happening already. It's happening in it now. And it happened. That's where quantum healing happens. When you have that intentional power, you can make anything happen. But you need the power of will. That Ichha Shakti that yogis speak about, you need that power of will. And you can only develop that power of will through practice. Through practice. So with this said, let me take you into the guided meditation. Come with me in the inner world. For some of us, it will be a little bit difficult. Don't worry about it. Keep on trying. Be open. That is what is important. Open up to new possibilities, because sometimes we tend to hold the idea within us that we can't change, or change is so hard, so difficult. You have to remove those patterns. That's what an open mind requires, going beyond what we tend to think and believe, and open up to new vistas, new territories, new ways of seeing, new paradigms. Now, when you center in your essence, you are centering in the source of quantum power. When you center in your essence, you are centering in the source of quantum power. So learning how to center in your essence is important. And here, I use the power of co-creativity working with you in the inner space, in the subtle space, to bring you there, to help you to float into there, to come into the essence. What is the essence? Infinite peace, infinite love, infinite wisdom or intuitive wisdom, infinite vitality. You can actually feel that when you touch your essence, you feel the flow of power coming to you. Let's begin with centering. Now, it might be useful for you to close your eyes. Of course, if you want to see me, you can keep it open. But it is more important that you center in the inner space, that you can observe every level of being. And as you do so, regulate the breathing. There's a lot of meaning in regulating breathing, because you're regulating life force, prana. You're regulating vital currents of the soul, prana, apana. And you're regulating the power that powers up the brain, that powers up the senses. You're regulating these when you begin to manage the breathing process. And always learn to breathe in and out fully. All the lobes of the lungs. So open up the belly to breathe when you're breathing in, opening up the chest to breathe, opening up the shoulders, and breathing full lung breathing. And remember that when you empty the lungs completely, you can refill it optimally. Now do that consciously, gently. Observing the body instincts, that you breathe completely in harmony with the body. Don't let your ego want to get there quickly. Work with the instincts, the natural instincts of the body. The body loves to full breathing. And manage your prana and apana, your in-breath current and out-breath current. And senses will be pacified. Brain will begin to relax. Mind will become more quiet. Emotions will stabilize. And give a lot of attention to belly breathing, deep diaphragmatic breathing. It reduces stress big time. And pause at the end of the out breath. No haste to breathing. Pause at the end of the out breath until the body calls you to breathe. And when you're filled, pause at the end of the in breath until the body tells you to breathe out. Those are moments when you really are in touch with your soul. And just this act of breathing out and breathing in, harmonizing with the body's instincts, brings the whole body into balance. If you find your body being sleepy, stay with the grounding in the root and the belly breathing. Now keep your attention along the spinal column. In that way, you magnetize the spine. It's a conduit of energy. Now, for those of you who can feel the chakra energies, the heart energy, the gut energy, the brow energy, give attention to them. And use the external power of the brow, it's called the Manas chakra, and work with these centers of gut, of heart, with the brow. Now, what you need to be doing is holding your body cells in your awareness. Really creating that gross body consciousness that you can feel in contact with your cells, your bone cells, blood cells, nerve cells, organ cells. Begin to hold them in your field of attention. And where you have organs that are struggling, hold them in your loving appreciation of the organs. And just your attention will bring prana to them. And just your intention will boost them. And your breathing will take pranic currents to them. This is one of the things that I love to do, to nourish my liver, to nourish my spleen, to nourish my heart. And then organs like the eyes, I take special care in nourishing them. So use effectively the power of intention, effectively the power of attention, effectively the centers of energy that you can feel. And just remember that I'm in your field and you're in mine. And if you have any physical challenges, visualize that area of the body being whole, healthy, well. And develop the path intention that it is in the healing process. And visualize complete healing in the now. Power is in your hands, use it. Now open your hearts just to be in gratitude. First to the body cells, and for the pranas that you are operating with, and for the source of all energies within you, the divine. Be in gratitude. Thank you. Thank you, infinite self. Thank you for all the nourishment that you allow me to tap into. Thank you for opening up my mind to new possibilities. Thank you, my body. For the gift that you are. And extend your awareness not just to your body, but to the entire field of the physical life, the world, all plants, all animals, land, water, air, sunshine. Begin to harmonize. Each one of the elements is important in your body's survival. And join me now as we chant the Mahamrityunjaya mantra, the mantra that invokes immortal consciousness, that all diseases may be driven away. And it's a prayer for nourishment from the very center of immortal being. Join me. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, everyone. What a treat you must have given to the body if you just stayed with me in the process. It requires conscious attention. It requires staying with the energies of the prana, staying with it, staying with the intention, staying with the rhythms of the breath. Making a deeper connection with your infinite self, it requires that. Day by day, little by little, step by step, it happens. Don't look for the instant transformation. Step by step, little by little, it grows in you. It happens. These meditations are just joyful for me. I thrive in them. And I thank you for your company because you give me amazing feedback. Your appreciation of me, your love for me, and your listening to me, you're opening your hearts to me and your minds to me. That's an amazing power that you offer to me. And I appreciate that with humility and gratitude. You're feeding me back the divine power that I feed into this space. And I absolutely thrive in that. There's so much energies on the planet from all these people who are meditating, from the trees that are giving off these marvelous energies, from nature itself, from the earth. There are so many energies that you can tap into to help you to thrive, if only you'll become a little more conscious and open. And walk bare feet sometimes on the earth, that you can really feel the connection with the earth. Find spaces where you can really breathe fresh air, or you wait for the early morning when the air is a little more fresh. The lung meridian operates from 3 to 5. So if you're up within that period, then exercise the lungs. Living with awareness and really understanding the physical body, and more so, your quantum body. It's a treasure. A treasure. You're born to thrive. Your spirit is a thriving spirit. Become a little more aware and take responsibility. It's opportunity lost when you don't practice. You know how we say there's an opportunity cost in business? This is the same, opportunity lost. Every moment, every day. All you need to do is to be a little more conscious of all the energies that surround you. And more than anything else, the source of all energies within your own being. No need to beg, borrow, or steal. It's your right to go within and tap into it. The fountain is inside of you. Have a blessed day, everyone. Always a joy being with you. I appreciate your company. Thank you so much. Namaskar. Be blessed, everyone.